my hat's all messed up. We're about a block away. I'll flip you guys around and we'll walk up there. Hey, so tired. Hey, Noala. If I can make this light. Well, there seems to be very few people here. There was just one of the guys from Operation Inflation drove by and waved hi. I usually always end up late to these things. Maybe it's just warming up, but we have Fox 12 here. Hey, I am, yeah.
People a chance to decide some of the city's budget. Portland residents.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
How you doing tonight, Nathan?
All right, how about yourself?
Staying warm? Doing well?
Cold out here today.
It'll only be an hour. Go inside and yell at city councils, right?
We'll see. We have that one right-wing guy. I can't remember who he is. Just came up and talked to me. He's at kind of a lot more of this political stuff. Really anything like this. I can't remember what his channel is, so. Hey, Mary. Weird having it be late at 5 o'clock. It's been has been so dark so early. It's nice at being lighter a little later now. It's going to get cold tonight, though. It's going to be down in the high 20s. I'm hoping I dressed warm enough to be able to go straight down to ice. It's been like mid 40s, touching in like 39 recently. I thought that was cold, but it's like, might get down to like 27, 28 or something by 10 o'clock tonight. Oh, I forgot to switch chat to subscriber only. For my chats, you have to be subscribed for 1 minute. If you've been chatting and you aren't subscribed, all you have to do is subscribe, wait a minute, and you'll be able to talk again. And then you can always unsubscribe at the end of the stream if you don't want to be subscribed. But it keeps a lot of the riffraff out that way. Jimmy, hey Chris. Hey Larry, I'll be safe out here. Hey Mindy. Mary said it was lagging a minute ago. Is it looking all right for everyone? Hey Epstein Files. It's Riff Raff, Gold Pete, not Riff Raft. There's no T. Looks good, Mindy, okay. They always play good music at these events. I forgot how nice the camera on my phone looks when there's actually enough light for it to operate correctly. Down at the ice facilities after dark, the lighting conditions are so harsh down there that it's hard to get anything that ever looks nice. Do I know when the City Hall building was built? I don't. From its location and its look, my guess would be like the 20s or 30s, but I have no idea. It's a beautiful building inside. $18.95. Oh wow. Didn't want this, but if you started, I'm about to finish it. I didn't ask for it, I was born to it. I was innocent, I wasn't looking
for any problem, but if I get it, then I'm pulling them out that dirty water, murdering and skinning it. You fucking with our parents, and you got to break the children and embedded in our history. Along the men, there's women, and it's puro pura bechata. I score revenge, todo lo que me deben ya is about to begin. Maybe there is no fucking connection. Maybe you don't have a fucking soul. Maybe you're not a fucking human. Everybody has their limits. Everybody has a fucking limit.
Este tema se lo dedico a todo el continente latinoamericano, desde Puerto Rico, en cuarentena, pero de pie, todo el mundo.
I'm not going to go inside for the actual meeting tonight. I'm just going to cover what happens out front until everyone goes in. I think that's usually from 5 to 6, and then I'll take a short break and get set up to film at 7, or that's the plan at least right now.
Aguantan cualquier crimen, soy una fábrica de humo, mano de obra campesina para tu consumo, frente de frío en el medio del verano, el amor en los tiempos del cólera, mi hermano, el sol que nace y el día que muere, con los mejores atardeceres, soy el desarrollo en carne viva, un discurso político sin saliva, las caras más bonitas que he conocido, soy la fotografía de un desaparecido, la sangre dentro de tus venas, soy un pedazo de tierra que vale la pena una canasta con frijoles, soy Maradona contra Inglaterra, anotándote 2 goles, soy lo que sostiene mi bandera, la espina dorsal del planeta, es mi cordillera, soy lo que me enseñó mi padre, el que no quiera su patria, no quiera su madre, soy América Latina, un pueblo sin piernas pero que camina, oye.
Got a little bit more of a crowd showing up. It's still, people are slowly filtering in. Fox 12 has been constantly interviewing people over there. This is the City Hall in Portland, Oregon. They're having a Revoke the I.C.E. permit meeting at City Hall, I believe at 6, and so people meet up at 5 for a protest before. I'll be covering this and then doing my normal ICE protest coverage at 7 o'clock tonight as well. If they lose the lease, hopefully ICE will be out of Portland and we won't need to protest. It's to revoke the lease at the ICE facility to try and get ICE out of Portland. I guess I didn't fully explain that. It is an open meeting. I tried to get in last time and ended up, there's a bunch of overflow rooms. It's kind of hard to get into the actual meeting. So then you just end up in a room full of chairs with some TV monitors. I also, in order to get down to ICE at 7, I kind of need to wrap it up pretty close to 6. And the meeting probably goes from 6 to 7 or later. If they lose their lease, it'll be very the city of Portland won't give them a permit to operate anywhere else, most likely. They kind of snuck into the building there, and they haven't been able to successfully build any other ICE offices in all of Oregon. Pretty much everywhere they've tried to build, they've gotten shut down so far. You need to get permission from the city to, basically build a jail. With zoning, you can't just, buy a building and put it up wherever you want. You have to have a permit. But if they revoke the ICE permit, I'm sure they would build, some kind of facility somewhere. They're still trying to build somewhere rural in Oregon.
Can I get a revoke the permit? Revoke the permit! Revoke the permit! ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! Revoke the permit! Revoke the permit! Revoke the permit! Revoke the permit! ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! Thank you all so much for coming out here today to stand against ICE and to demand that City Council and the Mayor take immediate action to shut down the Portland ICE facility and kick ICE out of Portland! My name is Holly. I'm with Portland Cultural Las Reputaciones. We're an immigrant rights organization here in Portland. And we have been fighting since June, or actually since February, to shut down the Portland ICE facility. But there are people in Portland who have been fighting for this for years. We have this demand to shut down the Portland ICE facility because it is a home base for ICE's operations. The conditional use permit for that facility was granted by Portland City Council in 2011. It was this organizational body here that allowed ICE to have this building here in the first place. And so we need the government of Portland to step in and fix the problem that they created. We're going to have some great speakers today. They're going to talk to you more about why we are here and what we're asking for. But I want to ground us in the moment that we are in here today. In Minneapolis, just 2 weeks ago, a woman, Renee Good, was murdered in broad daylight on camera in the middle of a residential neighborhood by ICE. Shame.
repeatedly, they tell us that there is nothing they can do because it's the federal government, that they have no control, and that we just have to follow these lengthy bureaucratic processes to get that Portland ICE facility shut down. But we're not going to listen to those excuses anymore. We can't. We simply cannot. The situation demands so much more. So that's why we are here today, to say that there will be no justice, there will be no peace until we get what we are asking for, and that is to shut down that Portland ICE facility. So when we go inside, as they've done before, they might give us some excuses. They might tell us all these different reasons why they can't do things. But I want you to remember that the people inside that building have the ability to change the law, and that's what we need them to do. So without further ado, I'm going to get started with the speakers. We're going to start with Izzy from Portland Contra las Deportaciones.
City Council and the Mayor have had ample time to take a stand against ICE terror. For decades, ICE has been racially profiling and ripping families apart. In 2011, Portland City Council approved ICE to set up a base in our city to centralize, organize, and coordinate their deportation machine. Since 2016, they have been allowed to escalate their destruction and rounding up of families to throw into concentration camps. In this last year, they have escalated to unprecedented levels of terror and oppression. What have the mayor and city council done? In June, we created a coalition supporting the revocation of the permit for the Portland ICE facility. A campaign originally started in 2018, but restarted in February. That's right, people have been asking for this for over 7 years. We increased the pressure. Since February, we collected 19,000 signatures demanding the facility be shut down. This is a popular demand among Portlanders. We sent over 1,000 emails, met with city councilors, went to council meetings, participated in public comment, doing everything the right way. And how have they responded? Most councilors did absolutely nothing. Zimmerman and Myrtle Guinea notably seemed to take immense joy, in fact, in wasting as much time as possible during meetings, droning on and on over nothing, while constituents wait for hours for the opportunity to beg them to do something about ICE. They buried their heads in the sand while masked men kidnapped our neighbors, poisoned a low-income apartment and an elementary school, and the National Guard threatened to descend onto us. Our very own Mayor Keith Wilson was absolutely silent on this issue all the way until August. It wasn't until we disrupted city council meetings and Mayor Wilson's interview at Bike Happy Hour, yes, this man was out for drinks after ignoring ICE terror for months, that they finally issued another land use violation to Stuart Lindequist, then publicly congratulated themselves. Lindequist, the landlord of the ICE building, then appealed the violation, claiming he was facing political discrimination for leasing to unpalatable tenants, despite the fact that the violation was because ICE had broken the law by detaining people over the 12-hour limit over 50 times per their own data. Mayor Wilson could have pushed the violation forward to a vote and had the ICE permit revoked back in November. Instead, he allowed Lindequist to appeal the violation and gave him an extension to provide evidence for its invalidity. He does not care. That is who our mayor is. The same mayor who, when I told him I had to get a chest x-ray because of ICE's tear gas, rolled his eyes at me. The same mayor who, when ICE shot 2 Portlanders 2 weeks ago, sent the police to protect the ICE building. An illegal use of city resources per sanctuary city code, by the way. Police who harassed and brutalized protesters, arrested them with zip ties, maced and punched people, groped my breasts. All on Mayor Wilson's orders to protect ICE. Sanctuary city, my ass! What have the progressive city councilors been doing throughout this? Like I said, most have been absolutely silent, but what about those who aren't? Are they making public statements, pressuring the mayor to push the violation through? Are they pressuring permitting and development to push the violation crew. Are they creating legislation to shut down the ICE facility? No. Councilor Murillo has actually repeatedly spoken out against shutting down the facility, saying, I've come to the conclusion that shutting down McAdam is not the right approach for now, as far back as July. Her reasoning being that after detaining immigrants, ICE would transport them to the long-term detention center in Tacoma instead of the facility here, where immigration lawyers would theoretically have a 12-hour window to get them out. ICE also claims the building must remain open in service of immigrants. Murillo and ICE have the same stance on this. Hundreds are being detained every month, and not a single immigrant has been released after being detained at the McAdam facility through this process per data dating back to 2023. They are all already being sent to Tacoma. The solution isn't to host ICE. In November, Murillo and Councilor Mitch Green proposed an impact fee that would fine private landlords leasing to ICE, like Lindequist, for any costs they create to the city. The first example of costs to the city listed in this ordinance is police overtime. They are literally having the ICE landlord pay for police to protect the ICE building. Mind you, nothing is stopping ICE from reimbursing him. These motherfuckers found a loophole in Sanctuary City Code, effectively allowing ICE to pay for police protection, which is illegal, through the landlord, and put it forth as progressive legislation. When I pointed this out in November, they kicked me out of the meeting for being disruptive, despite that Murillo, Koyama Lane, and Turtle Guinea were all seen whispering and giggling with one another, texting and eating, leaving the room and coming back with pizza throughout public comment. Just after the meeting, Murillo reposted a meme calling us feds for criticizing her policy. Last meeting, she made passive-aggressive posts on Blue Sky against revoking the ICE permit during public comment, continuing the pattern of utter disrespect to constituents, staying true to the egregiously childish social media conduct I had called her out for. Yep. When others called them out for being distracted and disrespectful during the meeting, they hid behind a banner of victimhood, claiming the criticism was simply misogyny. Green and Canal posted backing them up. Green even named our group as the supposed perpetrators, even though we aren't the ones who uploaded the viral videos. Green has not been involved in any further action regarding ICE. Canal has, though. Last week he proposed a mask ban, forbidding federal agents from concealing their identity, at least in theory. Portland police are actually specifically instructed not to give any commands, restraint, or detainment once they determine that the federal agent is in fact a federal agent. This is just another law forbidding impersonating an officer, which is already illegal. These people keep congratulating themselves for throwing sand in the gears of fascism. They're not throwing sand in shit. They've been scolding and slandering us for trying to do exactly that. That's right. They instead propose putting up a sign that says, if you're going to terrorize our communities and rip families apart, throw people in concentration camps, poison our streets, homes, and schools, please just show your face. But if you don't, that's also okay. We won't stop you. I don't know about you all, but personally, I am appalled by how these politicians have been handling this crisis. They're not just spineless, they're complicit. They're not just cowards, they're traitors. If you are sick and tired of these jackasses enabling ICE, ignoring their constituents, and wasting our time, let me hear you say it. City Council, shame on you! Lost my spot. We are going to go in there and we are going to show them that as long as they are part of the problem, they do not get to carry on business as usual. We will not allow them to. We demand that they stand up for the people by revoking the permit and kicking ICE out of Portland. ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! ICE out of Portland! Revoke the permit! Revoke the permit! Revoke the permit! Revoke the permit! And I say, City Council, say, do your job. City Council! Do your job! City Council! Do your job! Mayor Wilson! Do your job! Mayor Wilson! Do your job!
We got no justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No we're running a little bit close on time. So we're gonna go ahead and get lined up to go into that building at 5:40. They will open up the doors at 5:45. We want to try and basically pack the room. So if everybody can follow us in, we want to try and fit as many of us as possible on the first floor. Once we overflow in that floor, we can go on to the second floor. Some of us are going to get public comment. If you have one of those signs that I handed out, please hold them up while we're doing public comment. After that, some of us are going to be doing some chants. So we're going to be letting them know loud and clear that it's not okay to continue on with business as usual. It's not okay to just be talking about, property taxes. Well, ICE is terrorizing people here in Portland, and we're not going to allow it to go on. We're not going to be silent. We're going to force them to do something today, tomorrow, immediately. So just get ready. At 5:40, we're going to all go get in line, all right? And if you need any help, you can always come and find me or one of the organizers. If you're an organizer today, can you raise your hand? Cool. Yeah, so come find us if you need any help. But next up, we're going to hear from Pedro. He is one of the original creators of the petition to revoke the permit and close down the ICE facility.
Thank you, Hall. Thank you, Portland contra las deportaciones. Thank you, ISIS. When I say ICE, you say out. ICE! Out! ICE! Out! ICE! Out! ICE! Out! ICE! Out! ICE! Out! When I say revoke, you say the permit. Revoke! 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 I want to thank all of you for being here. I want you to know that you all need it here. So thank you so much for being here. If there are any of you who are coming out for the first time in a long time or the first time ever, I thank you for doing that. You are so needed for being here. Thank you. I will end for all of you who have been doing it for so long. Just keep doing it. All right? Just keep going on it. You're my comrade. And if you're here for the first time, you're my comrade too. I'm gonna keep this very short. And I want to start by saying that abolish ICE, it is not a slogan. Abolish ICE is not a jingle. And I know that many of us want to do something about what's going on out there. I know you want to do something. I know you want to show up in spaces that you can. I know you want to be engaged in ways that you can to make a difference. I want you to be aware about the dangers of performative liberal politics. How dangerous liberal politics are in pacifying movements, co-opting for nothing to happen when the people really are moving, when people really are engaging in action, when people really are demanding action and a change. So I want you to be, when you can, aware when politicians are coming out here using platforms that they can, the platforms that they have, to say abolish ICE, but don't do shit about it. Politicians coming out here saying abolish ICE, but then somebody says revoke the permit and they feel like, they seem like they're about to shit their pants. I want you to be suspicious of that, because that's how movements get undermined. Then they want you to rally, to follow them. They will know all the good points to say. They know exactly what to say when they go out there. They know how to even weaponize their own stories, their own upbringings, the stories of their own upbringing, to pacify the movement. Because their agenda is done. Their agenda was to make it to a fucking seat and not do anything. And if you run for office and you're sitting in a fucking seat, do your fucking job.
That's right.
And the job right now is to revoke the permit. Revoke the permit. Revoke. Revoke. Revoke the permit. when they are engaging in all this talk about bureaucracy and we can do it now and we need some time and we're gonna put a ban on the mask and we're gonna, put fees on entertainment and all that, be suspicious of that, all right? We gotta be suspicious of that. So to all the politicians, revoke the permit, shut it down or get out, shut it down or get out, shut it down or get out, shut it down, 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 shut it down. All right. I just heard that the doors are open, so let's move on.
Yeah, I was nice to hear something about that.
What?
Just, him calling out the fucking politicians that didn't do anything, man. We got to think about that now, like the pacification of the movement. It's been kind of a big deal lately, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, groups kind of becoming the, controlled opposition that
Yeah.
are going to kneecap this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's always, there's always going to be, everyone's got their own idea, and then you can go for the same thing, and, people vary on the, the details that fucks everything up,
Well, I mean, it's getting pretty goddamn cut and dry at this point, you know what I mean?
Gotta meet the moment.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah,
This ain't business as usual, clearly.
No, yeah, there's a time when it's all well and good to have a debate, but it's kind of got it.
Even that's debatable, but now definitely not.
Well, yeah, no,
You could have been doing that, but
no, 100%, yeah.
So I'm not going to go in tonight. I'm hoping I have enough time to get home, run home really quick and put on some warmer clothes before I go down to ICE at 7. I'll kind of hang out here till everyone gets in and then pack it up and get ready for our main stream. So if you guys are interested in coverage like this, I go live 6 nights a week at 7 o'clock from the ICE building and try and cover as many other events around ICE as I can in the Portland area. This channel is completely supported by user donations. I have my supers turned on. You can also donate via Cash App or Venmo, both Pretend Media, all one word. I also have a Patreon now, patreon.com/PretendMedia, and you can sign up for just $5 a month, which is less than 20 cents a stream. If you guys want to show me support that way, if you think my coverage is worth 20 cents a stream, I'd love if you guys would support me in that way, or any way you can. This was a rally for the Revoke the permit for the ICE building in Portland, Oregon. They're all going in to fill the seats at a city council meeting. I just covered the first part. We're gonna head out in a couple of minutes and I'll be back live at 7 o'clock for my normal coverage at the ICE facility. So if you want to tune back in at 7 o'clock, meow meow, I'll be doing a 3-hour stream from the ICE facility of the protest down there tonight. Said something about paranoid homeless people being followed or something. I couldn't really make out what she was saying. We're just wrapping up coverage of the Revoke the I.C.E. permit protest outside of City Hall before the City Council meeting, DJ Fresh. If you like this kind of coverage and you haven't liked the stream yet, If you're on a tablet or phone, all you have to do is double tap to like. Liking these small streams help them get out to more people. It's a quick and easy way you can support the channel. Tommy's not here, no. I haven't seen Tommy in a while, actually. I haven't heard from him down at the ICE protests, or at least I haven't noticed him being down there. It's hard to tell a lot of times because other people play his voice on megaphone, so I never know if he's even down there, if it's just someone else playing his voice. And since he has to be a block away, you know, you don't ever actually see him. No, I'm gonna end this stream in just a second. Wahala. I have to be down at ICE at 7 o'clock to start my regular coverage of the ICE protest. I just came down here to cover the protest before. I need to cut out here in just a minute or two. Tommy has to be a block away because he attacked a few protesters early on and has some court cases against him, and that's one of the conditions for his pretrial release, is that he has to stay 200 feet away from the ICE building. Okay, we're gonna head back to the car. Yeah, when he first started protesting down there, he caught like 3 charges in the course of 3 or 4 days. And so ever since then, he's had to stay a block away. That's why you never see him down at ICE. He's always down the block. And he keeps, you know, thinking he's going to get that overturned, but it's been a long time. I think he probably just needs to get a better lawyer, but I don't know. Who's Purple Dirple? Oh, Dirple, I see you in there. Yeah, I don't think anyone's arguing for a country without borders. I don't think anyone's arguing that, you know, we shouldn't have immigration laws. That's not what any of this is about. I think a lot of you guys lose the point on your side and focus on stuff that isn't really important. I got about a block till I get back to the parking garage. I'll let you guys say your goodbyes and wrap things up. I'll be back on at 7 for my normal stream. If you guys appreciate the coverage of the, you know, these small little protests and stuff like this, I usually lose money on these streams because I have to go down, pay for parking, pay for gas to get here, and I rarely, if ever, get donations. If I can't get to the point where I can at least cover my costs on these small protests, I'm not going to be able to cover them anymore. I set up the Patreon hoping to get to the point where I get some, recurring income that would help pay for, side coverage for stuff like this. Once that gets built up, I'll probably be able to do more of this stuff, but this is kind of a trial thing right now. If it doesn't work out, I'll probably just go back to just covering ICE. But if you guys appreciate this kind of stuff, your support can keep it going. I am just about here, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'll see you guys at 7. Well, I have gloves on and I can't hit the X button.